Good evening, everybody. Welcome to OffTrack. Today on 10/27. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good. I'm eating some freshly baked cookies right out of the oven. Oh
Nice. What kind?
yeah. Chocolate and macadamia nut, which
Ooh.
the can't chew up the nuts.
Yeah,
Uh,
we heard that about you.
That's what she said. You get the travel cookie too?
Mm.
The mandatory travel cookie?
Oh, absolutely.
You just reminded me though, saying it was 10/27, so it's my niece's birthday and my brother-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday.
And speaking of birthdays, thank you, Lep. You're probably sleeping now, so you'll watch us on the rebroadcast. But thank you for the happy birthday wishes back on the 22nd.
Oh yeah, which it was whose birthday on the 22nd?
Mine. It was
Oh
mine.
my god.
Yep.
How did I miss
53.
that? Well,
Happy birthday, Kirk.
Well, thank you.
How did you
50
miss it?
53.
You missed his birthday? God, what kind of friend are you?
Lep's funny. He always remembers. And then I missed his message, and then I felt bad.
let's see who we got in here. Timothy Ratliff, Wombat Mommy. I mean,
What's
thanks for,
tonight?
better late than never. What the hell?
Jeez, right?
Last week I was crying and stuff.
It was a big tear fest.
Kathy in the Berg, Roger Rabbit, Jen Clifton, whoever that is.
Some loser.
Rusty loves nuts.
Now wait, Todd just posted from the X and it came through.
Did it? And it came through on here?
Yeah.
Ooh, good.
Cool.
That's what I want to hear.
What's up, Todd? I hope you're doing well.
So StreamYard must be doing updates then. So that's awesome. That's what I want to see.
Hi, Erica.
Yeah.
So, Rusty, have you seen the new Deadpool yet? Have you seen any of the Deadpools yet?
Oh my God, Rusty! How many times we got to tell you? You got to go back to one. Kirk, he can't watch the new one until he goes back to one and then does two.
Right.
You just can't.
Right. And then he has to do the Christmas one. The Once Upon a Deadpool.
I don't know about a Christmas one.
No, but I am watching, and I'm all the way through. I'm up to date on Tulsa King, which is freaking awesome.
I've heard that it's good. I have not watched that. It's with Stallone. Stallone's a good guy. He's a good actor.
Tulsa King, is that based in Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he gets out of prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, and then
He causes havoc. Look at all the birthday wishes in the chat.
Yeah,
for you,
thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yes.
Happy late birthday, Kirk. Your mother being late is what got you here in the first place. There you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Wombat Mommy's quick with those. Her wit.
My brother,
Rusty, instead of Rusty lug nuts, Rusty loves nuts. I like that.
My brother Jeff sent me a card once that said, congratulations, you spent more time in your mother than your dad did.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Wow. So you guys are a close family like that.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh, just to let you know, we're going to play Mad Libs again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to announce nouns and you guys just put in nouns and I'll just add them to the whole thing. If I say adjectives, just throw in adjectives. So that way I don't have to keep interrupting the boys in the room when they're chatting about stuff. I'll just interrupt once in a while because I have to. That's my job.
Well, you know what's going to be a bad interruption?
Uh-oh. Is this going to be a bad joke?
Bad interruption is going to be people, if you're running Windows 10, which most of you are, this time next year, Windows is going to stop supporting security updates and updates to 10, so that you pretty much got to switch over to 11.
Which means you need new hardware for it.
Yeah. Yeah, because most of your computers can't run Windows 10 unless, now it says farther down in the article that I got this article from arstechnica.com that they are working on where they think they have a workaround to install 11 on one that's not necessarily made for it, but I don't know. They're working on it, but
Is it a workaround or a?
reach around is a reach
Yeah,
around.
that's what I was trying to say, and I literally forgot the words. They just went right out my head. Thank God you had them in there. You dirty, dirty hewer.
You dirty mind reader.
Yeah, get out my head.
Well, and Windows will still work, but again, it won't do any of the security stuff, so people can hack into it and
right. So
stuff.
Organizations and individuals will still be able to pay for 3 more years of updates with prices that go up steadily each year. Microsoft still hasn't provided pricing for end users, but only saying that it will release pricing info closer to the October 2025 date. But for most PCs running Windows 10, the end of the line is in sight. Normally, this ain't a huge deal because normally this wouldn't be a big deal, but because the last dregs of support for Windows 7 and Windows 8 dried up January of last year. But the historically short time window between the Windows operating system was replaced and when security updates stopped. Windows 8 was replaced by Windows 10 in late 2015 and support ended in January 2023. Windows 7 was replaced in late 2012 and mainstream support ended in January 2020. In both cases, it's a little over 7 years between replacement and retirement, but that's not going to be the case this time. So, yeah, you're gonna have to go buy. Some. They're testing it out in his office. Timothy Ratliff said.
Yeah, Erica says you don't need new hardware, but sometimes you do because like my wife's computer would not do the update. Both of my kids' computers will not do the update, the Windows 11 update. It doesn't have the right hardware to do it. Now, newer computers will do it.
Yeah.
The computer that I'm running this on and the laptop that I just picked up, they're both Windows 11. So they have the correct hardware to run Windows 11.
Yeah, but, and you can go to Discount Electronics and get a desktop with Windows 11 in it for relatively cheaply. I mean,
yeah, unless you're doing high-end video or gaming stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we used to laugh. My mom, she would buy the most crazy, outrageously expensive computers, and then she would do just like games and email on it.
Yeah.
She was a big Farmville person.
Oh, like,
yeah. I had to turn off notifications from her from Farmville because all day long she'd be playing Farmville. Like, I need 3 cows. I need 2 chickens. And she would get violent about it. Why does nobody send me chickens? Why does nobody send me the cows I need?
That's hilarious. No, my computer keeps begging me to upgrade to 11, and I'm like, not yet. I guess.
Well, see, mine did too, but then when I tried to, it's like, well, your computer doesn't support Windows 11, so you're reverting back to Windows 10. I'm like, well, then why did you offer it to me?
All right.
I haven't tried actually doing it, so maybe mine will say the same thing.
It depends on the age of it, yeah.
Mine's fairly new, but you know how it goes with electronics. You buy one, the minute you walk out the door, it's old. The minute. So.
I mean, Windows is a little bit better than Apple stuff like that, like Apple iPhones and stuff like that. They come out with a new one like every year or something. But the one thing I'll say about Apple computers is, so I have an Apple computer downstairs, and I think it's only the last 3 operating systems that it couldn't do. And this computer's like, 15 years old or whatever. So, and Apple doesn't charge you for
upgrades.
like the right for the new operating systems and stuff like that. So as they get better, but if I couldn't do it,
Like I said, my desktop still has XP, and it hasn't supported me for years. I just keep using it anyway. I'm like, well, whatever, because the program that I would transcribe with wasn't savvy with 10 yet, so I just stayed with XP, and I mainly used it for that. But and then I finally got my very first laptop a couple of years ago, so mine's fairly new, but there's nothing new, like I said, about
right?
computers when you get them. So is it new enough for 11? I don't know. I'll find
Yeah,
out.
Kimmy the Pilot switched to Linux on all of his screw microshaft. They kind of mentioned that in the thing, and I already closed it. But they mentioned Linux and Firefox or whatever as alternatives to Windows. So I think that's right.
Firefox is a browser, but like I used Linux. I have a laptop actually that I run Linux on. That's for forever. And not only that, even with the computers that you have or whatever. So I actually made what's called a Hackintosh, so I can run virtual computers through a computer, basically.
Right.
So like I have Peter Gabriel did a CD game back in the 90s that modern computers won't play. So it has to be like a Windows 95, Windows 98 thing. So I set up a virtual machine on my computer so that I could play that game specifically. But it was neat. It was kind of like Myst or anybody that's done gaming. It has that, but it has like him and songs. Like he was huge in the computer thing early on. Same with Douglas Adams with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like they were really, really big early on in the computer, doing back when it was like text gaming and stuff like that. But I actually made a Hackintosh, which is basically running a Mac on a Windows operating system in a virtual machine on your computer. Which I think is highly illegal, but I did it anyway. So.
Interesting conversation going on in the YouTube chats. The ladies are talking about bras and pants and
how they don't want to wear any of them. I understand. Real quick, adjectives, people. If you could throw in some adjectives for me, I'd appreciate. I need at least like 4 or 5 of them. Just throw them in there. Adjectives, descriptive words, please. Like blue, ugly, stinky, something like that.
And I am pro no bras and pants.
I am absolutely.
We know you guys are.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And boobies, right? I'm all about them. I'm all about them. All right, Kirk, what do you got over in the entertainment and music world? Anything?
So I'm excited. I went to see the new Venom that came out. So it's Venom 3. My oldest son and I went and saw it last night, and I loved it. Again, it's not Shakespeare, but it was a fun movie. It held up, I think, to as good as the other two. In fact, I rate them like 1, 3, and 2 for my favorites of them. And it's a very close between 2 and 3. But that's actually where I get my name, slightly venomous. Kurt is from Venom. He's my doppelganger.
Is that right?
Yep. Oh, I love it. Pile of heads, pile of bodies. Why would you do that? Because it's fun. So going through movies and stuff like that online, I was looking at 12 80s movies that only the cool kids will remember. And evidently, I'm not cool because number 12 is The Wraith.
Oh, you don't remember The Wraith?
I don't remember The Wraith. It had Charlie Sheen in it, and it had what's her name? Sherilyn Fenn. I don't remember the Wraith. I don't think I ever saw that.
I do. It's like about I don't know. Is it an alien? I guess it's kind of like an alien, sorta. I mean, I don't think they ever actually come out and say it, but that's what he is, from a different planet, and he's got this
It's a
car.
mysterious entity, possibly an alien. Right.
And he's got this car that's like ultra fast, and
Yep, a Dodge M45 Turbo Interceptor.
yeah.
Which, I don't know. So, License to Drive, which I vaguely remember that.
Me too.
Had Corey Feldman in it.
Yeah. That's been a minute since I've seen that.
3 O'Clock High, which was one of my favorite movies. So it was like a bully movie, like this nerdy kid and this big bully guy. Jerry Mitchell, and the new kid Richard Tyson, who's a psychopath or whatever, and there's supposed to be a big fight at the end of the movie.
Those were pretty. That was a pretty popular topic.
Right.
It was a bunch of bad guy, bully, nerdy kid, and then he overcomes some stuff, and there's either some sort of competition or a race or something, and all the nerds get together and win, or whatever.
So did either of you ever get in fights in school?
Yeah.
Like, was there ever a fight?
No, I was bullied. I was too scared to stand up to my bully, but he never really pushed me around a little bit.
I fought a couple of times.
Did you?
In grade school, though. But the funny thing is, I didn't know these benches that came up to me, and I didn't want to fight. But, I had all brothers, so I knew how to fight. And this one girl, I just going to tell you this quick story. This one girl came up, and she wanted to fight me. I didn't even know who the hell she was. So I'm like, I don't know who you are. And all my friends are like, get her. And I'm like, no. And I started to walk away, and she pushed me. So I hit her once. She went down, and then I walked away. I went home. The funny part of this story is that was like in 6th grade. Fast forward to junior in high school. I went to a different high school. I went to school with all these kids most of my years, but I went to Catholic high school for a while, and I came back to my regular public school as a junior. This girl from 6th grade bounces in. I guess she was a cheerleader. She bounces into my geometry class, and she's like, oh, we're getting ready for pepper house. She takes one look at me, knows exactly who I am. Her face goes white. She stops bouncing. She walks out the door, and I'm like, oh, I guess she remembered me. But I wasn't proud of it. But, I only got in fights when people started them with me, and that was to protect myself. And I was taught to fight. So I didn't like it, though.
I was like the quiet, geeky kid. So the first and both fights that I got into in school were both by a kid named Scott. 2 different people. But the first one was in, I think, 4th or 5th grade. And like, I don't even know why he started. We were sitting in class, and he looked over at me, and he's like, after school, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Why? And then him and his buddies were like laughing or whatever. And then, so like, I was scared, but he was a dumbass because he did it first thing in the morning. So by the end of the day, I stopped being scared, and now I was pissed. So it was right out of an 80s movie. So we go outside. He's like, come on, we're going to fight. And I'm like, okay. So we went out, and again, I had 2 older brothers and a younger brother, So again, we went out there, and I put my leg behind his and shoved him down and jumped on top of him. And it was like a Christmas movie. I was just hitting, and of course it's 80s, it's elementary school. So you get the circle going around you, and everybody's going, fight, 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 Yep. And his face is bloody, and he's crying. And then somebody else teacher, and I just got up and grabbed my book bag, and I lived like literally across the lawn from the school, and just walked home, and nothing was ever said about it again. No teachers came up to me. Nobody said who it was that was fighting. Yeah. But, and the same thing with Scott in high school. So this was probably 10th grade. And I was like walking to class and he stepped in front of me, you know, and I went to step around him and he stepped in front of me. And I'm like, come on, Scott, you know, I don't, you know, and kept doing that. And then finally he shoved me. So I punched him as hard as I could. And I wound up breaking my pinky knuckle.
Oh, dang.
You know, but again, it was one of those things. And then with him, it was like 3 times. So I took marine biology as an elective, and I loved marine biology. I grew up in Florida. I absolutely loved it. But he's drawing pictures of my dad having sex with me and holding him up behind. So I got up. We're like watching a film strip, you know, or a movie, you know, the old projector.
Yeah.
Films or whatever, and he holds it up and he's laughing. And I remember just getting up in class and like walking up and just backhanding him in the middle of class and then going back and sitting down. It was so weird. We wound up fighting like I drink 3 times.
Let's see. I want to say hey to Ben from Whiskey Uncensored. What's up, buddy? And Goki. What's happening, Goki? And hey to Paige. I said it earlier, but I don't think she heard me because there was some talking and stuff going on. But what is happening? We're just kind of hanging out, talking about
some adjectives.
What's the next movie? Yeah, we need some adjectives, people. Come on.
And no, Wombat Mommy, you were not the only one that ever saw it. I love it, and I probably watched it 5 times because it was just so good to me. So the next movie is Gleaming the Cube.
Never heard of that one.
It's a Christian Slater. Looks like a skater movie.
I like Christian Slater. I used to dig him. He's such a bad boy. I liked him very much. bad boy.
You say you used to date him?
Who, me? Oh,
yeah.
No, in my mind I did, but no, I didn't date him in real life. Not in reality.
Got it. Rad's another one. It instead of skating, it's bikes, BMX bikes. Did you ever have a BMX bike, Rusty?
Not a real one. I had the knockoffs, you know, the cheap knockoffs.
With the mag wheels and, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The pegs, you know, the pegs to stand up on the back and the front. And
yep.
I could ride a wheelie pretty good. You know, I wasn't great, but I could get, you know, pretty good ways.
I could do wheelies. I couldn't do the front hop. But it's really funny. I wound up coming up to New York to visit my mother one year. My parents divorced when I was like 12. So my brother and I came up to visit my mom one summer. And my cousin Colleen, she had a bike that had mag wheels and everything on it. But it was a pink bike. But it was a boy's bike. But it was pink, but had like the white mag wheels. You know, and she's like, you're more than welcome to ride it. You know, and I was like, okay, because I rode a bike everywhere in Florida. So I'm riding her bike one day, just as fast as I can go, just moving along. And I hit wet tar in the road, and the handlebars weren't tightened down on the whole mechanism. So the front wheel goes like sideways, and the handlebars stay straight, and I go right over it. And I'm like right in the middle of the road. Like, and I crash burned. I still have scars on my elbows and stuff from it. And I get up and I'm angry and I'm pissed and I'm hurting. And I'm picking the bike up and I'm like throwing it down in the road. And I'm screaming at the bike and yelling at it and picking it up and throwing it down. And I look up and traffic had stopped both ways. And there's a dude probably 18, 19 years old, losing his fucking mind, laughing. He's like leaning over his steering wheel, hitting it, just dying laughing at the dumbass kid picking up his bike and throwing it. His girlfriend's like hitting him, like, stop. But I did. I looked up and this dude's just losing his mind. And I just picked the bike up and walked off the road like, you are an idiot.
Mr. Jiggs, thank you for stopping in, buddy. Whatever.
All right, the next movie is Just One of the Guys about a female student.
Yeah, that dresses up as a guy. I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
I don't know that one either.
Slumber Party Massacre. I didn't watch horror movies really.
I didn't either. I wasn't much for the horror stuff. I watched the Jason Friday the 13th ones, but I was just a couple of them.
Right.
I've never seen those. The only one I ever watched was Nightmare on Elm Street. 2 sucked. 1 was great. 2 sucked. But I didn't even get to finish I owned them all, not only on VCR, but then I got them on laser disc. Remember laser disc?
Yep,
I went and spent like $50 a pop to get I think I got 1 through 3 on that, and then. But I didn't see. Wasn't there one with Freddy against Jason or something like that, or Michael? I don't know. Is one of them?
There's like 50 of them now, I think. Yeah,
I know them.
Jason's in space now. I don't know.
Mr. Jiggs, his life is scary enough.
Yeah, no doubt. I need some verbs, you guys, when you get a chance. Just a couple verbs.
No, Wombat Mommy Slumber Party Massacre is so much fun. The sequel is one of the best.
Well, and it had 1 and 2 on me. So.
Why am I not surprised that Wombat Mommy likes horror movies? I'm not surprised at that at all.
I thought Wombat loved all movies.
Like one of the first horror movies that I remember liking was April Fool's Day, and I thought it was really, really funny. Like, it was supposed to be scary, but it was more funny, and it was April Fool's Day, and then later on, it was People Under the Stairs. That one was, to me, it was just hysterical. One Crazy Summer is the next one. Has Demi Moore in it. Has Curtis Armstrong. Has, this guy's known. I can't think of his name now. How I Got to College. I don't remember that one. But both Revenge of the Nerds movies, which I love those. I mean, they were so funny to me as a dorky little kid. Well, teenager.
Which one?
Revenge of the Nerds, 1 and 2.
Oh yeah. I loved Revenge of the Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Booger,
right? And then he wound up becoming one of the nerds.
Goonies has got to be on there, right? Goonies has got to be on that list.
Not on there, and I think it was. So what was the title of this? Only the cool kids remember. So everybody remembers Goonies.
Not me. I haven't seen it yet, but I had to buy the DVD because my friend said if you don't watch Goonies, I'm going to be mad at you. So I bought the DVD, but I haven't seen it yet.
You have not seen Goonies?
Wow! Oh God, Goonies is so fun.
I have $20. I will send to you or to Rusty. Whoever watched Rusty, you have to watch Deadpool.
Yeah,
Jen, you have to watch. I can't believe you haven't seen Goonies. Oh my gosh.
No, I was more of a Breakfast Club person. I really love Breakfast Club. I own that on Laserdisc too. DVD and VCR.
So, do you remember the movie Space Camp?
Barely.
It was like kids that were going to like a space camp, and then they actually launch in a space shuttle on accident or in space.
Yes. So
it was like 100 years ago it came out. So that one, and you remember Short Circuit, kids movie.
Yes.
You know, Johnny Five is alive or whatever. So
Number 5 is alive.
So when my kids were little, we rented Short Circuit and we're watching it. In the beginning of the movie, she's like tripping around and almost falling down in the trailer where she lives, and she's F-bombing like every third word because she stubbed her toe or whatever is falling. She's F-bombing. And then the military guy in it, he's like F-bombing. And we're like, what the hell? I don't remember any of this. And Space Camp. We rented Space Camp. So there's a spot in Space Camp where all these prepubescent girls are all in their underwear and bras in like the room talking. And my wife and I are looking at each other like freaking out. Like, wait, what? I don't remember any of this happening. Well, that's because they would edit the movies back then. So the movie theater would play it one way, but then they had like the made for TV movies. And even on VHS, you could rent them. And it was still a made for TV or like made for like an airplane movie. So it didn't have like these prepubescent teen girls in their underwear on your screen. And they didn't have all the F-bombs going off.
Right.
And I found that
All
out
right.
by looking at the library VHS thing.
All right, we're at the bottom of the hour here. We need to play our sponsor video here. So
and
let's
throw in
hang
some
out.
nouns.
Hopefully this worked. My internet is really crappy.
Nouns and plural
so
nouns,
hopefully
please.
All right, here we go. Nouns and plural nouns,
I got a
people.
couple of them, but that's it. Okay.
At Warhorse Legacy, we offer an equine-assisted method of healing, a unique form of therapy where participants engage with horses to improve emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Through the unspoken bond of these majestic animals, participants find trust, confidence, and a sense of purpose. Veterans and their families can benefit from our tailored programs that address issues like PTSD, anxiety, depression, and the challenges of reintegration. Our programs also include educational workshops, skills training, and recreational activities, all aimed at fostering resilience and building strong, supportive communities. At Warhorse Legacy Foundation, we understand the sacrifices our heroes have made, and we are dedicated to providing a safe, nurturing environment while healing can begin. Our family programs ensure that everyone, from young children to spouses, finds support and connection. Activities like group outings and community events help strengthen family bonds and create lasting memories. Visit us at warhorselegacy.org to learn more about our programs, hear testimonials, and find out how you can support our mission to honor and empower our veterans. Warhorse Legacy Foundation. Healing through horses, healing together.
Yes, folks, go over to warhorselegacy.org, donate a couple of bucks, skip coffee for one part of your day. I mean, every little dollar helps, and they've recently got high rankings from Charity Navigator and the other one I can't remember the name of it, but they're the Charity Watchdogs, and they really have to go through a lot of opening their books and showing where all the money's going. So, you give the $2, it's going where it needs to go. So warhorselegacy.org, warhorselegacy.org.
Instigators, makers, agitators, fanatics, scallywag, mutants, scamps, firebreakers.
OffTrack Syndicate, bitches.
Bitches. So moving on, I've got the 10 most underrated comic book movies of all time. Were any of you comic book fans?
I did the comic book thing, like Spider-Man and Superman. I never really got into the X-Men or none of that. I don't know. I think I had Incredible Hulk, maybe. I've seen a couple of them, but I was usually Sunday morning funny paper comic guy.
That was me, and I would sneak my brother's Mad magazines every once in a while and watch, Spy versus Spy or something like that. But I wasn't like into comics like Marvel comics and stuff like that. Not me.
Yeah, I was a huge Mad magazine and a huge Cracked magazine fan.
Yes, Mad and Cracked was live from the patio making an appearance. What's up, fellas?
I literally just sold my brother's Mad magazine collection, and it was huge, and I'm still finding them. So I kept the guy's phone number, and I could tell he was really into it, and kept the guy's phone number, and I've found at least 8 more so far. I'm sure I'll run into more, but it was a full thing of Mad magazines, all in plastic covers. I mean, badass ones from way back.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was never really big into comic books. I loved the Star Wars comic books. So I had an Empire Strikes Back one that was like huge. That was all done like the movie or whatever. And I mean, I had at the time, I probably had almost $4,000 worth of Star Wars stuff, like stuff that I'd gotten as kids for presents. And then when I got my first job, I would like buy things, Star Wars stuff. And then my younger brother pawned it all to buy Dungeons and Dragons stuff when I moved up here.
Oh, man.
But it probably could have put both of my kids through college, or at least one of them with the therapy that they need from, you know, me being a dad.
God.
But they have 10 underrated comic book movies of all times. And 30 Days of Night, which I think is a vampire one. Which I vaguely remember watching the movie. The Rocketeer. I don't know. That movie I thought was really, really good.
Yeah.
And I did not know that was a comic. Cowboys and Aliens. I loved that movie. I think it did poorly in the movies. But I thought that one was fantastic. The Losers. I don't think I've ever seen The Losers, but it says it's what the A-Team should have been. So I don't know if anybody saw like the A-Team movie with I don't know, Liam Neeson as Cannibal or Hannibal or whatever. But it was eh. It was eh. So I loved the A-Team growing up. I thought it was a fantastic show. And sitting at dinner one night, we've never done like TV or stuff like that, except for like special occasions. You know, if we rent a movie and get a pizza. But other than that, there was no phones, no video, no nothing while we were eating dinner. But we put the A-Team on one night, and we're like, you know, yeah, this was a great show when we were growing up. We're watching the A-Team now, and we're like, that did not age well at all.
Nope.
that did not age well at all.
I need
Hellboy, those movies were good.
What one? Which ones?
Hellboy. The Hellboy movies, those were.
Hellboy, yeah.
I don't know it. Sorry.
I think I did see one of them.
And The Phantom, like I was a huge The Phantom Sunday Comics fan because it was one of the big comics.
Oh, Wombat Mommy just said the same thing. I need one person to say sorry to interrupt. I'm going to interrupt. One part of the body that's plural. I need what? Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to put it in from earlier because Wombat Mommy already said it. So I just need one part of the body and a color and a number. One color, one number, one part of the body. Thank you.
Yes, I agree, Kathy. John Wayne movies. Yeah, pretty much everything he was in was good.
Werewolf by Night, which I don't think I've ever seen. The Incredible Hulk, they've done a couple of those, which were pretty good. The Shadow, I thought was good. I think that's the one that had Madonna in it and Alec Baldwin before he went nuts. And Judge Dredd, which I loved the original Judge Dredd movies with Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
You guys.
I want to give a shout out to our lone watcher over on Twitch. I see one every week. I don't know who it is, but shout out to you. Yeah. Whatever.
Yes, Judge Dredd is good. Timothy Ratcliffe, 69. What? Yes, Alec Baldwin was the Shadow Wombat Mommy. And sticking with movies, so Hallmark. I don't know if anybody watches the Hallmark movies or whatever, but Hallmark exec says that the leading ladies Lacey Chabert and Holly Robinson Pete are aging out. And there's a lawsuit. They're like, nah, you're just too old to be doing the Hallmark movies. And so 10 songs that became the 10 best Rick Moranis movies. Anybody like Rick Moranis?
Why does he sound familiar?
He was Little Shop of Horrors, Spaceballs, Dark Helmet, and he was recently attacked in New York City, like just out of the blue. Somebody come up and just like started punching the shit out of him and then walked away.
Wow.
But he dropped out of movies because everybody's like, well, whatever happened to him? He actually stopped doing movies to raise his kids. And if I remember correctly, I think his wife was sick and passed away.
Oh, damn.
So he dropped out of movies to take care of his kids.
Wow.
But the top 10 movies are My Blue Heaven, which I don't think I've seen, but it has him and Steve Martin in it. And Steve Martin's just a funny guy anyway, period. Streets of Fire, which I don't know. Of course, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, which he was phenomenal in.
Yes. He actually went to school with a friend of mine, and he graduated from Garden Grove High School a year before my friend did.
And that's it. Timothy and Wombat Mommy both, and Kathy all said that, yeah, she passed away of cancer. His wife did.
Oh, shit.
Parenthood with Steve Martin, which, again, is a very funny movie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Of course, that's a classic for sure. Strange Brew.
Frederator's here. Fred, for Fred and Roger Rabbit, your packages are packed up, labeled, all that. They just got to be stuck in the mailbox, and they will be coming out to you soon as I can get that going. I will. I know I'm late, Fred. I'm sorry, but Frederator. Yeah, y'all hit that like button in there everywhere.
Yeah, even if you don't like us, hit it.
I mean, even the thumbs down button if you got to. Where's Todd? Todd was hanging out in the X. Where you at, Todd?
Rusty, just so you know, your words are in our chat. If you just flip over to the people, all your words are in order in the chat there. The chat from here.
Crap! Why can't I see him?
This chat, not the chat in Messenger.
Yeah,
this
I'm
chat.
not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not seeing this chat.
Do you
Damn
see
it.
him, Kirk?
I do.
What the heck?
I see him too. I even wrote here in order are the words.
And it has you as the host, Rusty. So
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's only showing me the chat. It's not. Oh wait. Is this down here?
down where it says 3 people.
Oh. Okay.
Do you see it now?
Okay, I see it now. They changed it. It used to be in the same thing, but it's not.
It is for
Okay.
me. I don't know what you're even talking about, but it's cool. It's cool. So whenever you're ready, that's on you. But you don't have to do it right now because Kirk is in the middle of giving a top 10. So let's listen to the
Okay.
top
Yeah.
So number 3 is of course Spaceballs, which he was perfect in.
Awesome movie.
It's a fantastic movie. Ghostbusters was 2, and then number 1 is of course Little Shop of Horrors, which I don't think I've seen Little Shop of Horrors.
God, I had to. Bob really liked that show. Feed me, Seymour, or some crazy show. I don't know. It's just not my kind of humor. Definitely Bob's.
And yeah, so I don't know if it's like because like a cult classic like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like I watched that and was like, okay, I don't understand the hype. However, I watched it sitting on a couch on the TV, which is different than going to the interactive thing like at the theater where everybody's like participating. Because
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that you have if to understand it, you have to go to a theater like that. You really do. Otherwise,
Which is what I've heard, but yeah.
movie. You're gonna go, what the hell did I just waste my life watching?
Yes, that is exactly what I did. I was like, wait, what?
It's not real.
And it was funny because it was $2 more to buy it or to just rent it. And I'm like, whatever, I'll buy it. And I'm like, okay, I just wasted $2 because
Right.
I shouldn't have bought this. I'm never going to watch this again, ever.
I remember when I first saw it I've never gone to the theater. Like I said, we have dedicated theaters out here just to that.
Mhm.
But the first time I saw it on like the DVD, this was probably my face the whole time. What is happening? Like,
Yes.
I just thought it was a joke. Like I must have gotten the wrong DVD, or there's some kind of joke happening that I am super missing.
Yep.
Don't know what it is.
And I love the Monster Mash song or whatever
You definitely seen it more sooner than I have because it's been years. I won't even get near it. I just not my.
Whatever the main song is, I love that. I play it all the time. I have it on Spotify. But watching it, I was like,
what happened? How did this movie become so popular? What the hell?
Yeah, I got nothing on this.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord! All right.
Spaceballs the flamethrower, Spaceballs the cereal, Spaceballs the toilet paper.
Oh good Lord! Look what the cat dragged in. Holy cow!
There he is. That one guy.
Yep.
He was like in a wormhole or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Okay. He was driving by Elon Musk's place down there, and something happened. He got
Tesla facility. He's trying to evade authorities. He's transporting gay Chinese water buffalo.
something like that.
Yeah. The
All right.
Stargate people are trying to help him.
We ready for these for this Mad Libs?
You guys
Yeah.
are welcome. I went
Okay.
ahead and muted myself so I could open my garage door and it wouldn't go. Oh, I just
Well,
did it
thank
for you. So see, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, there you
There you go.
All right, here we go. This is Mad Libs entitled Kissing Cousins. Kissing Cousins. Great. All right. To my one flamboyant love. Oh, how I am running for you. Like Romeo and Paige. What a cruel swing of fate that we are star-crossed idiots. Who cares that we share 3% of the same DNA? The Royals do it all the time.
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
Ever since we were little bitches, I always felt like we were two peas in a breast. Do you remember when we were 8 years old and went to Rock World? We held boobies during the entire roller baby ride. It's weird. It sent senators up my spine.
That's pretty bad if you sent senators up your spine.
When we got older, I would always get. Shit, I lost my place. Lovely?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely up my spine.
No, I would always get lovely.
Oh, we would always. damn it. When I got older, I would always get Lovelies. Lovely when you talked about your high school bounce friend.
No, steering wheel.
Oh, steering wheel. Yeah, this is too confusing. You probably need to do this, Jen. You're better at this than
No,
I am.
you were doing great. You just lost
No,
your
I
place.
just I lost my place.
Okay, so
I like bounce friends.
okay, so I don't have mine quite written down the same as you do. So let's do this. You got this. When we got older, I would always get Lovely when you talked about your high school steering wheel friend.
Steering wheel friend. Okay, and now I can't stop thinking about the gigantic kiss we shared at last week's family reunion. So what? That our ponies are brother and sister. God, what? Bounce taboos. Bounce taboos?
There's
Yeah.
no bounce.
I know in my knee we're meant to be together.
Yes.
Do you slink the same way? I hope it wasn't just the green wine talking when you told me I am your well mate. My dream is one day we'll be able to share our secret love with the whole crooked world.
There you go.
That was painful.
No, it was you did well. Bounce taboos. Bounce taboos. I love that one. What was the line? I know in my knee we're meant to be together. I know in my knee we're meant to be together.
I kind of liked that we held boobies during the entire roller baby ride.
Well,
Correct. Who hasn't held boobies on a roller baby ride? You know?
I like how it started out to my one flamboyant love. I mean, come on now. That was good, you guys. I mean,
Fabulous.
It was fabulous.
That's right. What in the sweet home Alabama going on here? Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Whatever. Kinsey got pulled back into the wormhole, I guess.
Mhm.
Gosh, is.
He's in and out. That's what she said.
Oh my God, that was funny.
So quickly here before our next Warhorse thing.
And oh yeah, wait, we could do that next time. Okay, go.
Sure. 10
No.
songs that became movies. The night the lights went out in Georgia.
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Yep. I remember the song and I remember the movie, but the only thing I remember about the movie is Mark Hamill was in it. And I remember going, well, that's weird because he was Luke Skywalker. So what's he doing in this? So I didn't understand that. Alice's Restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know the movie. I know the show.
The show
I've
is,
seen the movie.
yeah, the movie is different. The show is Mel's Diner.
Yeah.
Right. Which later became Alice.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember like I don't know. That was a good show. I like that. I remember bits and pieces of it. The Ballad of Tam Lin. I don't remember that. The Ode to Billy Joe.
Yeah, I remember that. You don't remember Ode to Billy Joe? You don't remember the song or the movie?
I don't remember either one of them. So I'm gonna have to do research to
Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Okay, I know the meme.
Well,
There's a meme of it. Harper Valley PTA. I know the song and I know the movie.
Yeah.
Because that had Dolly Parton in it, right?
Was it Dolly Parton or I thought it was I Dream of Jeannie?
She did the song, right?
Oh yeah. No.
Yep, Barbara Eden. So that would be I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
She was a smoke show.
She was a smoke show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She helped me through puberty. Convoy.
Do we have an echo?
Yes.
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 What?
Son of a.
Yeah, Convoy, the greatest trucking movie ever made. Fight Me.
Yep. I
Wait a
believe that.
Duel was a great trucking movie. Come on. Duel.
Yeah,
But
that
that's
was-
not really a trucking movie. It was about a truck, but that wasn't
Okay.
a trucking movie.
Okay, it's
Right.
not a trucking. You know what? Take your trucking movie and shove it up your trucking ish.
So,
Yeah.
so Duel is that the
Duel, is that
Still
Echo
active?
check too?
Wait, what was that, Kirk? What was that, Kirk?
Echo.
So Duel, was that the one where the truck was like after him?
Yes, Dennis
Yes.
Weaver.
Okay.
Was it Dennis Weaver? Yes.
So I remember my dad
Oh.
watching that movie, and I woke up the next day and
Dennis-
he was telling me about it, and it freaked
Dennis
him the
something.
hell out.
I made Kinsey watch it because when I was traveling across the country to go to my father-in-law's funeral, there was a red truck up my ass the whole time, and I'm like, dude, it's like Duel. We're in the middle of traffic. I'm trying to go around cars. I think we were in Virginia somewhere, so I blamed it on. I kept calling it Kinsey. I'm like, Kinsey, stop it. And then so Kinsey, I said, it's from the movie Duel, and Kinsey hadn't seen it, so as a Zoom thing, we watched it together. Well, whoever wanted to come in. We watched Duel together. Yeah, it's just one of those things that, truckers can scare the hell out of you for absolutely no reason. Why are they trying to get me off the road? Anyway, you're right. It's not a trucking movie. It's a movie about a truck.
A truck, right? Coward of the County is 6, which great song. I don't think I've seen the movie, but I
Kenny
love
Rogers,
the song.
Coward of the County?
Yep.
Well, I
I
love
do
this.
remember there being a movie about it.
Yes, it
don't.
was. Duel was with Dennis Weaver.
Yeah.
He was the driver of the car. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say something about that real quick, Kirk, because it kind of vibes with the other day. I was having a conversation with my daughter. I put in the Kenny Rogers greatest hits, and The Gambler came up when we were talking. I said, that was a movie. I go, it was a movie, and Kenny Rogers was in it. And my daughter says, oh, and I said, yeah, but it was a long time ago. I said, fast forward, bullshit. Looking it up, and I keep seeing The Gambler from the 70s and The Gambler from the 90s or 2000. No, it's 2014. I'm like, that's not it. Kenny Rogers did it. Well, anyway, long story short, I'm trying to talk fast. I looked it up, and it was actually a film movie series that Kenny Rogers was in. I didn't know that. But I remember I was in love with Kenny Rogers when I was like 8 years old, and I just remember seeing him on there. So I'm like, shit. And that was 1978. The first one came out. He had several of them. But those were blocked. I had to pay for them. Or no, I didn't have to pay for them. They're like on Stars or something, and I don't have Stars. So I'm like, shit. But there are 2 other movies, and I'm assuming one's a remake, 2014, 1978. The 1978 one has James Caan, and the second one has somebody. You guys would know them. Anyway, just saying.
The Gambler 7, keep the damn money. Wombat Mommy.
Now, my Kenny.
Gambler 8, I fold. 7 is Copacabana, which I know the song. I don't think I've seen the movie.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie.
Purple People Eater. I didn't see the movie.
No.
I didn't even know there was one.
Yep. Monster Mash. Which I know the song. I didn't know there was a movie. And 10 is The Last Christmas.
Wait a minute. There's more than that. There's got to be. This is a top 10.
Yeah, this is top 10.
Is it like Yellow Submarine, like big and what's the?
There's like 5 Beatles songs that made movies.
Yeah. Anyway,
I remember as a kid watching Yellow Submarine like this.
Yeah, me too.
And then wound up changing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't. I got nothing on this.
Oh, Purple Rain. I was going to say, I'm surprised that's not top 10.
Right?
I love that movie. He actually did a black and white movie too. I can't think of the name of it now. Prince did, and I love that one too. Mm-hmm.
There's a flash in my head of it being black and white, but I don't remember what it was.
Yep.
But, yeah,
I'm a huge Prince fan though.
I really like Prince. I mean, especially when people, after he died, people really delved into knowing all of his talents, the facts. of his life instead of just like judging him like, you know, a lot of people judge him. And I'm like, hell yeah, his songs are, some of them are very sexy. Hell yeah.
And I don't know who's in charge of his estate, but whoever is, if you go on Spotify, there is probably 1 million songs that he had recorded that were never released on albums and stuff like that. There's got to be 1 million songs.
Listen, when you're a songwriter, that shit just comes out of you. It doesn't mean you always go to it, right? Because you also have people that sit there and say, well, would that be a hit or whatever.
This one and this one.
But
right.
when you're a songwriter, you just spit that shit out like it's nothing.
Yep. Peter Gabriel has a huge collection of stuff that he's never released either. And he just released a new album last year, and I love it.
Yeah.
Called I.O. And so it's a 2-album set. And they're set in different keys, so it's the same songs on 2 different albums, but one's called Light and one's called Dark, and they're like, the songs are fantastic. And Jessica was laughing because, so like, the first album played, and then the second album played, and she was like, you can tell there's a difference because the second album, like, she didn't like it as much. Like it I don't want to say it creeped her out, but it gave her a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
And the previous album, and it's the same song.
Wow.
Same lyrics, same everything. The music's just done in a different key.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, up or down or whatever.
Makes it really down and dark or
It's
whatever.
fantastic though. I absolutely love it.
That's amazing how music, you just change a little bit, something here and there, and it's completely different. Yeah, pretty crazy. Anyway, is it time? I'm sorry, we kind of went over your time. Did you want to play the Warhorse again, or are you waiting for a little bit?
No, I'm going to wait. Go ahead.
Well, actually, you're a go ahead. You were going to talk about Kmart, I believe.
Yeah, so the last week, I believe it was the 20th, was the closing of the last Kmart, full-size Kmart in America. Now, I think there's 2 smaller versions, like in, I think they said Guam or something, somewhere, I don't know, not around here, but
right.
Yeah, so the last Kmart, and you got to figure that I think my daughter may have been, she's 30. I think she may have been in one Kmart back when she was really, really young with us, but it closed. She had to be less than 5 when it closed. And yeah, I used to love Kmart.
I did too. My girlfriend's mom worked for them for decades, so she always had the new cool clothes, you know. She was always the one in the hip clothes, and I wasn't. I usually got hand-me-downs or whatever, but it was funny because all her shit came from Kmart, but you wouldn't know that. I mean, she just always had a lot of new stuff. But I have a funny story about that. We had a Kmart that closed down in Corona, then reopened, and Bob went to get some work boots or something from there, right? And we went into Home Depot, and every time we tried to leave, it set off the alarm. So we came back. We tried to walk out again. It set off the alarm. We found out it was Bob. And the lady, the cashier, said, "Hey, are your shoes from Kmart?" And he said, "Yes." And she said, "That's what's tricking the alarm." She like scanned him or whatever. So she had him put his foot up there. I don't know if it did anything, but it was so funny. And I'm like, well, I looked at Bob. I go, well, that's not embarrassing at all. Like in the mid 2000s, we're going to Kmart, you loser. Now everybody in the damn store, Home Depot, knows you bought your boots from Kmart. But Kmart was the place to go for sure. They had some good stuff. And then some of them just got really messy and dirty, almost like pick and saves. You know, did you guys ever have pick and save back east?
It seems like I've seen a pick and save somewhere.
Those were definitely the 70s and 80s big time. And then who bought them was, or at least took over all the pick and saves around here was, what's the one? It starts with a B. Big Lots. Big Lots took over all the pick and saves out here. So do you guys have Big Lots out there?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So all our pick and saves are now.
Yeah, you sound good, Kenzie.
You're good. Yeah, we have Big Lots here, but they're closing. Like we have 2. We have one in Geneva and one in Canandaigua, and they're going out of business.
Oh, geez.
or they're at least closing the locations. There, Kmart. There, I had one in Wellsville, which is about 2 hours southwest of me. That was open till I want to say like 3 years ago. Kmart. And it shut. We had a Kmart in Canandaigua. Both of my kids have been there, but they were little, when it closed.
Yeah. Do you guys in chat have any like good stories about Kmart? I gotta say, that reminds me of another store. I don't know if you guys had it or if it's just an out west thing. We had a Fedco. And recently I was going through my crap and I found my lifetime membership card, lifetime of Fedco. And I think they went out late 90s is when they closed for good. I know because I got a rocker and I was pregnant with my first child. So I got a rocker from their when they were closing out, their closing out specials. Fedco and Jeff
March 2020.
things. Did you guys have any of those?
Nope, didn't have Fedco. What about Woolworths? Oop, now I'm getting some echo, Kinsey.
Yeah, Woolworths. We had Woolworths.
We used to love going there because if we were good, when we would go school shopping, we could get like a float, like an ice cream float from the counter there at Woolworths.
I don't remember going there, but I remember it being around. I just don't remember going there. Like the biggest things for me were Kmart, Fedco. Timothy was saying Christmas Kmart had Santa breakfast. I don't remember that, but I didn't go to Kmart very often. I didn't go shopping. I hate shopping. I'm like your atypical girl. I do not like shopping at all. Probably being raised with all brothers. So honestly, if I didn't have to go, I didn't. And I still feel that way. If I go in, I go directly to what I want, grab it. I don't even try it on half the time, and I get the hell out. That's me in shopping. The only kind of shopping I can tolerate is grocery shopping, and that's just because I'm coming up with like ideas to make food, but I cannot stand shopping.
You shop like you hunt. You just go in, you shoot it, you bag it, you go home.
Exactly. I just can't. And if it doesn't fit, then maybe I'll go back. Maybe I won't, and then I'll sell it at my next garage sale or donate it or whatever.
It was, right?
I'm so bad about that. And it's funny because all of my friends are like fashionistas. They're big time shoppers. And I'm telling you, all of them. And I do not understand it because they know better than to take me to a mall because I have embarrassed the hell out of people in a mall before. I'll tell you, do we have time for a quick Jen story?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll remember the first time that my sister-in-law brought me to Nordstrom's. Not a good idea. She brought me to Nordstrom's. And she was looking at this purse, and it was like this round purse. It kind of had a round arch. The purse itself was kind of this, but it had a big, round, stiff arch, right? And the lady at the counter was like, yes, I have that. My sister-in-law was looking at the red one. She goes, yes, I have that one in black. And I went, how much is it? And she said, oh, it's $500. And I looked at my sister-in-law like, are you freaking shitting me right now? So I picked up my purse, and she goes, yes, but the lady behind the counter, yes, but you don't understand. This will be in pristine condition in 5 years. And I looked at her, and I picked up my purse, and I go, this is Hush Puppies. It's from Mervyn's. I bought it 7 years ago. Guess what? Still works as a purse. How we doing? This cost me $19.99. And I just look at my sister-in-law is like dying. She's like blazing red. She walks me slowly out of Nordstrom. I'm still going on. I don't even want to know how much the wallet is. And she's like taking me out of Nordstrom. And this is how I teach my friends. Do not take me shopping. And I do not understand window shopping either. I never will get it. We're going to look at a bunch of shit that I can't afford. Yay for us. So anyway, I'm not allowed to go shopping, which is good. I'm trying to teach my friends don't take me because I will say something. I just will after a while.
It's funny because to me there's a difference. Like doing that like at a mall and shopping and stuff like that, yeah, I would go out of my mind. However, you get me into an antique store,
okay,
and I will walk around an antique store forever.
Or a consignment shop, like you're saying, where they have little consignment, but oh hell yeah, because you can find the best books. I'm a big bookie, so bookie. I'm not that kind of bookie, big reader. So I agree with you. There are exceptions to the rule for sure.
Right.
Just
Yeah, a
don't-
mall I would go out of my head.
I
Absolutely
cannot
go out of my
believe
head.
people buy that kind of shit. So I asked my sister, I full on had an interview, like, why the hell would you ever pay $500? By the way, the purse is ugly. I wouldn't pay $5 for that thing. And she's like, she was in management. She says, when you're in management, when you're in certain places, women look at each other's stuff.
Right.
And I said, I just don't give a shit about anybody's opinion. I just don't care.
Right.
I could spend that $500 on something way better than an ugly ass purse. Sorry, ladies out there. You probably don't agree with me, and it's okay. It's okay.
Wombat mommy.
Wow.
Yeah. She asked who my boyfriend was.
Oh, no, I love that though.
All right. So the annual event involving dirt, beer, and cash once again drew eager competitors to the wife carrying contest. Oh, come on. Now it's not going to freaking play. Damn it. Well, dang it.
When are you going to join that, Rusty?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. No. Here we go. No. Damn it. I don't guess it's going to play it. Anyway, so yeah, it's the event where you carry your wife, and the preferred method is upside down. There we go. And you're going over obstacles. The winner with the best time wins. You see this every couple of years. I know I've seen this a few times. Yeah, you get through this obstacle course, and the winner gets the wife's weight in beer in 12 pack. So they put her on a scale, or put her on a teeter-totter, basically, and then pile up the beer until it equals out. So
Oh, dang. Okay. It was like that when I was a golf pro. It was all about your look and your accessories, your vehicle, shoes, watch, and your putter were the biggest things to show. Oh, yeah. No, I hear you, Roger Robert. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, Whiskey Panda. Victor, hydrate.
what's up, Vic? Hydrate. Jeff Womack, what is up?
Just a couple of things. Can you guys throw me a couple of adjectives, please? We're getting ready for the next Mad Libs. I just need, if you could give me like 4 or 5, I'd super appreciate it. Adjective, descriptive words. I will be right back.
So yeah, we got that going on, and then we had the annual pumpkin weighing contest, and the winner. Let's see if we can get a good
Winner
picture.
gets a hernia.
Oh, crap.
Broken spine.
Of course, we got to add.
See, the wife carrying thing I'd like. I don't know about winning beer though. I'm not a huge beer fan.
All right, here we go. Let's show this one. There we go. That there is the winner of the pumpkin growing contest.
We're not seeing it.
It's just not. Yeah, it's not. Ah, crap. Yeah, it's not. There it is. So it weighed in at 2,471 pounds, I believe. Yeah, 2,471 pounds, falling short of the world record he set last year with a pumpkin weighing 2,749 pounds. Travis Geiger of Anoka, Minnesota. Yeah, so.
That man can pumpkin, man.
Yeah. Yes, he can. So, yep.
That's a lot of pumpkin.
Yeah, so Wombat Mommy, it started in it was a European thing, the wife carrying, but it's held in Maine every year. Or this particular one is. So, right.
We're getting a lot of serial killer things for you, Kinsey.
Yeah.
Michael Ray says you look like a serial killer. Wombat Mommy wanted to know if you're happy putting the lotion in the basket.
Well,
no comment.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not as much on wombat skin.
And we haven't started a new list, right, SoCal?
Yeah, but you know what? Just wait for me to put it in the chat because I'm kind of moving it around because I'm taking like big. And sometimes what they say, I'm adjusting it. Like if it were an ing and I don't need one, so I'll send you the list. I promise you.
Okay.
Okay. I just need a couple more, you guys. Just a couple more. You guys are doing so well. I appreciate it. Just a couple more adjectives, please. Appreciate it. Kinsey, what do you have to say for yourself? For God's sakes.
I have been busy. I have been trying to help with a search, actually.
Oh, what kind of search? Search for your wife?
No. This is something I've only been involved in like the past so many minutes or so. So it's not been very long. There is it's a search for Wally. Wally, he is a let's see. He is sort of a nice little what kind an emotional support animal. Wally is a 6-foot-long gator.
Oh, emotional support gator.
Emotional support gator, and his owner lives over in Pennsylvania, and had been Wally has been making the trips around, has a social media page, has been visiting nursing homes and splashing around, met the mayor. He loves chin scrubs and hugs, and apparently, according to his owner, is one of the only gators that this person has ever seen or handled that does not bite people. He's had him since the gator was approximately 18 months old. And he's, at this point, was 6 years old. And somebody stole the gator. And I don't know if he had Wally in Georgia at the time, but that's where they were looking at, because while over in Georgia, the gator was stolen and the person had the gator at somebody else's yard, and another person called up and they had animal control come get it. And whoever it was in Georgia that caught Wally took him and released him in a swamp down there.
So it's like a gator went out in Georgia.
Yep, the night the gator went out in Georgia, and if they find, here's the thing.
That's a new song. Gator went out in Georgia.
Yeah. If they find Wally, this guy's not even sure that he can get him back. The owner name, I believe, is Henry, and in Pennsylvania, reptiles and such as Wally are allowed to be kept as a pet, as long as he's got the papers and stuff for him. Can't do that apparently in Georgia. So they have told him that if they find Wally in Georgia and get him and recover him, that he'll be prosecuted.
Be prosecuted in Georgia
for recovering your own pet support animal that you had to begin with before he was stolen and then taken and released into the wild when he's a domesticated animal.
Wally will have no problem undomesticating himself. And I don't know. It's not true. He will bite. Just like all dogs bite, all gators bite.
I need some nouns. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 nouns, please. Just some nouns. Just throw out some nouns. Super appreciate people, place, or thing. Noun. Thank you so much.
Now.
Wally's on feral as fuck now, or he's boots in a purse.
Right?
What's up, Mr. Mom? Yeah.
That, and also, did y'all see the story I shared with y'all beforehand in our chat and everything of Florida? What some people had stumbled upon?
No.
These wonderful constrictor snakes, these boa constrictors that had been turned loose in Georgia, apparently has got a little bit bigger mouth than what they thought they would. So now you need to be a little bit more worried and scared because they found one that was eating a full-grown deer.
Damn.
That's big. That's like
deer
it's
are
like
little.
easier to swallow a person than a deer, I would think.
Deer, they're smaller in Florida. Considerably smaller.
Deer are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's because they can't grow up to be normal size because they get eaten by all the snakes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the size of a German Shepherd in Florida.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah.
Well, at least down in the southern part where most of your gators are, or what you call it.
But
Yeah.
that's still big. I still wouldn't want to.
No. I mean, that eat a little kid easy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Florida has flying gators during hurricane season. Yeah, probably.
I need verbs. I need 1, 2, 3 verbs, please. Oh, wait.
Fly.
Okay. And one ending in ing. So fly. We'll do fly. Okay, I need 2 verbs and 1 ending in ing, please. And thank you. You guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mr. Mom, due to available diet, yeah, they are tiny there for sure.
Wait, hold your pants. Rusty, you have some funny headlines, I think. What you got?
Oh, crap.
You caught him unprepared.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I like that.
You told him to hold his pants. You didn't tell him to put them on.
Oop, close that one tab. We can see it in your glasses.
Yeah.
Looks.
That's all right. We're not on a Mojo live stream. It's not like describing it's going to get us in trouble anymore.
Yeah.
Still don't need to see that kind of Fruit Loops.
Yeah, so we got some weird and funny headlines from around the globe. These are real headlines. Iraqi head seeks arms.
Oop.
So,
Wait a minute. Where are we at?
That's funny.
Something went wrong in jet crash, experts say.
Just something.
Just something. Obviously.
Boeing.
We had a crash. Just something might have gone wrong.
It went Boeing.
Police begin campaign to run down jaywalkers.
Oh.
That's a little harsh. That's a little harsh, I think.
Wow. Yeah, it seems extreme.
I think this one would have did better with some punctuation. I don't know. Enraged cow injures farmer with axe.
Ooh.
That's a pretty.
Who gave the cow an axe?
Yeah. British left waffles on Falkland Island. I don't.
Which Falkland Island?
What?
Gilligan's
Wasn't there one on union workers or mine workers or something?
Yeah, miners refuse to work after death. Those bastards, lazy bastards.
The youth of today.
Telling you. And this is another. I mean, it's a little harsh. Juvenile court to try shooting defendant. mean, that's harsh.
Yeah, sometimes
it.
it's necessary. Dang. Cuts out the middleman.
Yeah. Next one is if strike isn't settled quickly, it may last a while. You think?
That makes sense, kind of.
War dims hope for peace. Probably.
Yep. Is that the sequel to Tolstoy's book?
Yeah. Yep. Cold wave linked to temperatures. Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah, we got some temperature dropping around here. You guys getting the temperature drops yet? I know SoCal said no.
Yep, and all the other people with their own news desk sitting there on the job site or reading these headlines saying,
Am I totally surrounded by stupid people?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yes.
London couple slain. Police suspect homicide.
whoa.
That's a crack team right there.
Right.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. Red tape holds up new bridges. I don't think that's going to work.
Are we talking about the George Washington Bridge over there, over there by the Jersey line?
Yes.
What kind of tape is that? Duct tape? Flex tape? Gorilla tape? That's some good tape.
Scotch.
Hold the bridge up.
Scotch.
Gorilla tape's pretty good. I don't
know about Gorilla Tape, but I mean, you can really do some nice hairdos and stuff with the glue.
Yes. Man struck by lightning faces battery charge.
Seriously? Holy crap! Holy crap!
Yeah. This new study of obesity is looking for a larger test group.
Oh. Whoa. They already feel bad enough as is.
Yeah.
We don't have to go to extremes here.
Astronaut takes blame for gas in spacecraft. Somebody was a little gassy.
Yeah. Wait, Taco Bell delivers up there? You got the DoorDash coming up to space stations?
Something. Kids make snacks. Kids make nutritious snacks.
No.
Fry them in butter, throw some onion in there.
Brought to you by the witch from Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
With some fava beans.
Chef throws his heart into helping feed the needy. I mean, that guy gave it his all.
Wow, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's heartless now, so I mean, he won't do it anymore.
That's true.
Local high school. No, this is terrible. Local high school dropouts cut in half. Damn it, that's harsh. That's
talk about that is a harsh penalty right there.
Horizontally or vertically?
I don't know.
Maybe diagonally. I mean, just as long as 50%'s on either side, right?
Let's see. Hospitals are sued by 7-foot doctors.
Oh my gosh.
Some tall doctors right there.
Yeah, they need to be basketball players, not doctors.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, they could be both, maybe.
Let's see. And typhoon rips through cemetery. Hundreds dead.
Oh my God.
I don't believe that one. I believe the other ones. I don't believe that one.
That one's fake. Fake news.
Oh no, I missed one. Teacher strikes idle kids. See, they're a little harsh.
Was this a Catholic school? Because it's a common occurrence there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell you those are really good though, and it's funny because a lot of times you do just read the headlines, and the headlines either get you intrigued or they're just like, what the hell? You're funny. I love that. Do you have Oh, well, how much time do we have? Because we still have to get through a Mad Libs and I have some trivia. You guys ready for some trivia? Or do you want to do your national days right now? And
No, we need to do our
War Wars?
Warhorse.
Let's do War
sorry.
Bottom of the hour.
Okay. Let's do that. Perfect time.
I know it. All right. Watch and go to warhorselegacy.org.
At Warhorse Legacy, we offer an equine-assisted method of healing, a unique form of therapy where participants engage with horses to improve emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Through the unspoken bond of these majestic animals, participants find trust, confidence, and a sense of purpose. Veterans and their families can benefit from our tailored programs that address issues like PTSD, anxiety, depression, and the challenges of reintegration. Our programs also include educational workshops, skills training, and recreational activities, all aimed at fostering resilience and building strong, supportive communities. At Warhorse Legacy Foundation, we understand the sacrifices our heroes have made, and we are dedicated to providing a safe, nurturing environment while healing can begin. Our family programs ensure that everyone, from young children to spouses, finds support and connection. Activities like group outings and community events help strengthen family bonds and create lasting memories. Visit us at warhorselegacy.org to learn more about our programs, hear testimonials, and find out how you can support our mission to honor and empower our veterans. Warhorse Legacy Foundation. Healing through horses, healing together.
We go to warhorselegacy.org. People, give $2. Give $2. Tell them OffTrack sent you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Give 3.
So I got a little trivia. You guys ready to win a prize? I only have a few questions this time. I didn't go too crazy. But there are bonuses, not boners. Okay, there's boners. There's boners in these questions. So are we ready for a little bit of trivia?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
How much is a little bit?
Just a tip.
Just a little bit. I have 5 questions, but I have a couple of boner questions along with each of them. So 9 altogether, I think, if I decide to ask them. Is that okay?
Yes, you are okay, darling.
Well, I think Kenzie's questioning. Kenzie, did you have a question about that? Well,
No. I mean, it's trivia. I'm sure I'll get all the questions wrong anyway, so just go for it.
Okay. So first question, and I tried to make them pretty easy this time, so there might be a few little fun things, but okay. So who was the guest host last week? Who was the guest host? Who was our guest host because somebody didn't show up because they were busy partying for their birthday? Just saying.
Crap, I don't even remember.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, Roger Rabbit got it. Boom. Okay, boner question to that. Boner question. What show does Lep host?
Lep hosts the show?
Lep hosts a show, and
Wow.
he announced it while he was host. This is a boner question. What is Lep's show that he hosts by himself? He used to have a partner. Okay, Roger, whatever.
Has one? I don't. Huh. Next, you'll be telling me Beaver has one.
Ain't you a peach? I know, right? Roger, you got it. Perfect. I love Lucky Charms. Frederator saying, chewing the peach.
Don't chew the peach.
I think I've gotten in trouble for chewing the peach before.
Okay, so, right?
Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah,
You don't want to know. Really, Kenzie, keep that story to yourself. Okay, in the beginning, one of the stories Lep told, it was about a man who got arrested for entering neighbors' yards. What country was that man from? What country?
Antarctica.
Is it a
Oh,
country
sorry.
or is it a? No, it's a country. Shit! Now here goes my geographical shit. It's gone. I've never been good at it ever.
Just go, what place?
Yeah, that's a good one. What place?
What
That is,
place?
I think, a country. I think it's a country. It is a country. Damn it! Don't see. I always doubt myself. Don't doubt myself. It's a country. Damn it! Albania, definitely not. Durkistan, nope. Swamp monster, nope. I'll tell you, sometimes when we say words that are outside of our realm, we always say, that's speaking blank to me. There's a hint. You're speaking blank to me. Come on. It's the same.
Klingon?
Nigeria? No. Do you say, that's Nigeria to me? No.
Dwarven.
Irish? True.
It's where they invented lovemaking before
Yes.
the Romans.
Wombat
Before the
Mommy got
Romans included women.
Wombat Mommy got it, and she wasn't even here. Okay, so boner question to that is, what was he doing that he got arrested for? What was he doing? Come on, Rusty, even you know this. You got to remember this. It's all Greek to me. That's
He
right.
can't answer, though.
He did what?
I can't answer.
You
Can't
can't
answer, though.
But do you know the answer?
No.
Rusty. No, so close.
If you don't know the answer, you can't answer it.
I'll almost give it to Frederator if somebody doesn't come up better than that. I'm going to give it to Frederator.
Eating
He's
shoes.
close. Mushroom stamping the windows.
Isn't that a winterpecker?
That's a winterpecker for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Did that to the Mrs. Classes once.
I'm just going to give it to Fred. So, okay. Here's the next question. It was actually, he was sniffing shoes. Oh, people.
There, Roger Rabbit got it. Roger Rabbit got it.
All right. We'll give it to Roger. Okay. In the back of a semi trailer is a bumper. When they first came out with that bumper, it was called what? Now I know Rusty knows this, so Rusty has to shut his pie hole. What was it called? What kind of bumper? So I'm going to say it again. In the back of a semi trailer is a bumper. When they first came out with that bumper, what was it called? And I have a boner question to that. Yes, Timothy got it. Boom. Timothy. It was called the Mansfield bumper. And who was it named after? Who was it named after?
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I shouldn't answer, but I'm guessing.
Don't answer. Don't answer. I don't even know what language that was, but it was
Bot lizard launching bar.
Wombat Mommy.
Damn it, Wombat Mommy.
Come on, San Francisco. F you, Dallas.
Mr. Mom got it.
Okay, Mr. Mom. Okay. I can ask a boner question to that, which is
Boner. What?
I can ask a boner question to that. Should I ask a boner question?
Sure.
Yes.
Jane Mansfield is the mother of whom? There's a boner.
Of what famous actress?
Well, you're so nice. Okay, what famous actress? You're very nice. I would. That is.
I want to see how this is going to be spelled.
I love how Wombat Mommy says some dude named Mansfield.
Mr. Mom got it again.
Dang. Okay, Mr. Mom. Okay, got it, Mr. Mom. Okay, next question. We were missing one of our regular witty female people in chat. Who was it last week? We were missing one of our witty, regular female chat people. Who was it?
Was she the one that said she was sick earlier?
I love Roger says, Law and Order chick. That one. I am watching.
He is too.
Who is?
She was just
Wombat Mommy put that dumbass chick.
Erica got it.
Yes, Erica, Wombat Mommy, whatever. Andrew came by with his couch, and all of a sudden, Wombat Mommy doesn't show up. We get it. We get it. Okay, what was our game last week? Something we brought back from the past. Anybody? Name it for. I tell you, these are a little easy. And there's a boner question to this.
Where do you find all these boners at? I mean,
I'm
Love
with
you.
a bunch of boys, so there's
Good night,
boners
Kathy.
happening everywhere.
Good night, Kathy. We love you.
Good night, Kathy.
One of our wonderful Patreon people who I'm going to throw the
Woo-hoo.
Patreon across the screen while we're talking.
Timothy is correct. Okay, boner question to that, because it was the blink game. And Timothy got it first. So just give me 2 out of the 4 contestants that were on the show. Just give me 2. You need to put 2 in. And it doesn't matter if whatever, you can mix them up in everywhere you want. Just put 2 in. The name of our contestants. There was 4 contestants. I just need 2 of them. Put 2 in the chat. And if you're correct, Mundo, Mr. Mom got it. Okay, so let's see if we have a tie here, Rusty. We have Roger. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Mr. Mom has 1, 2, 3. Wombat Mommy has 1. Erica has 1. Timothy has 2. Roger has. Wait. Timothy. Okay. Roger has 3. So it's between Roger and Mr. Mom. We have it between Roger and Mr. Mom. They each have 3. Timothy, you were so close. You had 2.
Well, Roger won last week, so the tie goes to Mr. Mom.
Oh,
yay, Mr. Mom! And
Rigged.
Yep. I mean, we love mothers, so in this case, that person can go ahead and get the prize.
That's right. If you want a prize package, Mr. Mom, just send your name and your address to OffTrack Syndicate at gmail.com. Roger's prizes for last week is going out tomorrow.
OffTrack Syndicate at gmail.com. Once again,
Please allow 2 to 9 months for shipping.
you guys, that was so much fun, for real. Mr. Mom, you can't say rigged when you won.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Make sure that whatever you send them, Rusty, is properly labeled both on the front and the back. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Isn't
guys,
that right, Kurt?
thank you so much for participating. Seriously, you guys pay way too much attention to this shit show. I'm so sorry, but we appreciate it for sure.
Thank you, and sorry.
So we have a Mad Libs left, but we also have Rusty has to quickly give us some. Rusty, you have some national days or some celeb BDs, or are we just come on now? And by the way, we missed you, Wombat Mommy. Hence the reason we made you a trivia question. We missed your humor. Hope Andrew's doing well, and his family that brought the couch and the chair and their sleeping bags and such. We do love you for that. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
And Wombat Mommy, the prize is not pregnant. The pause is pregnant.
Wait, who's pregnant? The pause?
Yes, 9 months for shipping. What? He said, "Is the prize pregnant?" I said, "No, the prize isn't pregnant, but the pause is very pregnant."
I got you.
Yes. Today is National American Beer Day.
National Beard Day?
American Beer Day.
Oh, beer.
Yeah, beer.
So like the
beer,
crappy
beer,
beer, like Coors and Budweiser or Butt Wiper is what I call it. Go, come on, you bastards. Sorry, watching the game.
It is also National Black Cat Day, because black cats need some positive PR to dispel their reputation as the omen of bad luck. Yeah.
That's true.
My black cat is not bad luck, but he is an asshole.
Isn't
Yeah,
that the
they-
one that
Does he like watermelon?
We
Yes, one that's named asshole is an asshole.
we had one named Morrow, and he was an asshole, but he was a loving asshole sometimes ish, maybe.
Yes.
He has
That's-
since moved on.
I had one called Piola and one called Roxy. It's spelled very different than you think it's spelled.
It is National Cranky Coworkers Day.
I
hear
work
that.
with one of those every day.
Right?
Don't
I
you
hear
drive around on your own servicing vending machines or something?
Yeah, but I still have a coworker.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's enough for me. I just saw them and pissed me off.
National Mother-in-Law Day.
Oh, my mother, both of them have passed. My
I
R.I.P.
love my
my
mother.
mother-in-law was a sweetheart. My wife's mother-in-law, ooh, she was not. She was a mean.
I had two sets of in-laws, and both of my mother-in-laws were wonderful, both of them. And one had just passed away at the beginning of this year, or actually around Christmas, and that I just had to run back east for. But I was blessed for sure. So
Yeah,
that would make you what we'd call an anomaly.
yeah, Bob was blessed as well with
Wombat Mommy has a black pussy.
that's sleeping.
Yes.
Apparently,
Let's go through our Patreon members here. Miss Barbara D, Timothy Ratliff, Leslie Holker, Stephen Isles, Groupie, Diana, Tech Rue, Kathy in the Berg, Jamie, Sean Ruckman, Still Living in the Woods, that guy, and the Kirkses.
Yeah. So if you don't like this show, it's all their fault because they're paying for it.
They get what they pay
especially the
for.
perks is.
And if you would like to be a Patreon member, you just go over to patreon.com and look up /OffTrack Gang. And you too can have your name on the list and get creepy calls from me occasionally. Just saying.
And Tech Rue's been married now, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
It's only felt like a few months.
We need to check on him, see if the sex has stopped yet.
Oh, it's not going to stop yet. Not yet.
You know what food? You know what food kills the sex driving wives, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
What is it, Kinsey?
Wedding cake.
That's right.
Oh, dang, that is so rude.
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit says, remember to
It's
always
so true.
rub your pussy the correct direction. Some get angry if rubbed wrong.
Yeah.
I hear that, Roger.
Yes.
I hear that.
Let's see.
Timothy actually answered that. So if you would have given it a second, Timothy would have said the correct thing.
Oh, yeah.
Sheesh.
Wombat Mommy, do you really want me to think about kangaroo sex?
Not really. Well, it's kangaroo, and she is a what? She's a what? The wife is a what?
I don't know. I actually looked online to see. And
No, I asked, and they told me, but I forgot what it is. Shoot.
Let's see. We got some famous birthdays today. Scott Weiland of one of those rock bands. I forget which one exactly.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I don't know who you're talking about. So how famous is he?
First of all, you're triggering Kirk because he had two Scots that wanted to beat the shit out of him. So not good.
Sorry.
Right.
And by the way, earlier in the chat, just saying, somebody said Rusty's real name is Scott. Kirk, I don't know if you saw that, but that's what they said.
That was Ben. Yeah, that's what Ben Whiskey Uncensored said.
It's so mean.
No, and we met him, and we didn't fight at all. Not even a little bit.
You don't know about next time.
It's Theodore Roosevelt's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Teddy.
Is he still around to celebrate it?
No,
Teddy bear.
Ain't his
John
birthday
Cleese.
anymore then.
John Cleese's birthday.
Who's that? Who's John Cleese?
Monty Python.
Monty
My hero.
Kelly Osbourne's birthday.
Hey, Osborne, child of.
I don't know any of these other people. Simon Le Bon. Who the hell is that? Isn't that like Duran Duran guy? I think
Maybe.
it is.
Could be.
They had some kinky stuff going on in the 80s. Duran Duran. Yeah.
That's why we love the 80s. Okay,
Mhm.
there's nothing wrong with a little kink. Nothing wrong.
Hungry Like a Wolf. Yeah. They were having orgies and all kinds of stuff. I forget where I read it, but yeah, they were.
Rawr. Rawr. You know they're doing each other in their fursuit. Yeah, we do, Wombat Mommy. We actually do. Okay, I think we might
Wait, we
have.
what?
That Mommy was saying, you know, they are doing each other in their fursuit, and we're like, yes, we do. We know
To
it.
be honest, up until the 90s, everybody was doing it in their fursuits.
When they learn how to shave, is that what you're saying?
Wow.
Plead the fifth.
Oh, I see. Does that wait? I got a question for Kirk. Do you have a ring there in your eyebrow?
I do. Yep.
So does that connect to a chain to Mrs.
Nope, that's not where the chain connects.
Okay, because I have a quick funny story about that. Literally, when I was going to Cal State Long Beach, there was a little bar down the street called Live Bait, and we had just heard of this new ring people were putting in their eyebrows would have a chain, and for girls it would go down to their woohoo. Anywho, and if they did this, they were having a good time, right? So we were talking about, a bunch of us went into the bar and we're talking about this, and we're like, that's so crazy. I heard this thing is happening and whatever. Our waitress comes up and no shit, does she have this thing with a chain going down? And we're like looking at her and we're like, hey, how you doing?
Was she doing a lot of nodding and then leaning against the table and gasping?
Yes. I know what you're talking about. I don't think I could do my eyebrows that much. I'm going to have a seizure in a second.
That just sounds painful, because if you lift your head wrong or somebody snags it,
We were so embarrassed though, because we were literally talking about it, and then she comes up and she goes, can I get another drink? And we're just like, we all just did stop, like,
and y'all were like, tug, 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 tug.
that's some crazy shit happened right there. No, honey, not her nipples. Go south. Go south.
Right, I know.
Go south. It looks like a boat. Go south. That's what
How many tugs till she gasped?
Right. When she is really happy to deliver your drinks, and she's like, yeah,
Right.
here's your drinks. You're just like, whoa.
Here's your tip. And she's like, yes, 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 yes.
Oh, it was so great. I mean, the timing was horrible. That's something about SoCal Jan right here. My timing, always bad. Oh, I have bad timing all the time. And I'm the one who was telling the story when she came up. And I'm like, no, not me again. No. God bless America. Anyway, we got a Mad Libs to go. We have 7 minutes. You want to read it?
Did you look at your friend with the $500 purse and go, tug her chain?
Right.
Tug it. Mr. Mom, your waitress is coming.
For real. She was. Oh my God.
No, it was actually connected to her butt plug, Roger Rabbit said. No.
Oh God. God bless
All
us
right. Let's do this Mad Lib.
Imagine uncorking that and swinging it around.
Yeah, this
All
is
right,
a family
Mad
show. We
Lib.
don't talk about things that go down to the underworlds.
All right. Visiting the in-laws, a guide. Yay! It's that broken time of year when the old ball and copper get to visit your hottest in-laws. Here are some tried and glamorous tips on how to survive without gleaming anyone. Do the in-laws not believe in blacktop locks or knocking on the buffet room door before coming in? Bring your own do not fly sign and hang it wherever you need privacy. If they keep bugging you to have a sneaker so they can be fat parents, tell them you're pregnant. Who cares if it's a big, relaxed lie? If your mother-in-law's cooking makes your taste lights beg for mercy, explain you came down with a terrible boobies bug. There's no such thing as a terrible boobies bug.
Nope.
Never.
Boobies bugs are always fantastic.
Yes.
Then sneak out later for a hamburger and French spanking. French spanking is also
Always
never
good.
wrong.
Always
Yeah,
good.
never wrong French spanking. Does your father-in-law love telling Z-rated jokes
Yes.
Maybe.
that make you
Is
cringe?
that like bad or
I don't know. It's worse than X. Maybe.
these jokes are rated D for dad?
There you go.
Or Z for zippy.
Or worse, corny ones that make only him skate a gut. Skate a gut. Never skated a gut.
Neither have I.
Tell him he should be a pee-up comedian, which is German, evidently. And if he says, really? Smile and say no. Lastly, if your in-laws give you a guilt barber for not visiting enough, suggest they pay for your air song tickets next time. That'll keep them quiet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, pay for my air song tickets, bitches.
Oh my God. That's great. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your letters and words.
So now what?
Have a great week.
See you next week. Show your shit
I
for
thought we
trivia.
still had 3 minutes left.
Well, might as well stop it here for Anthony Worth. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Tell your family, your friends. And your
Next week, costumes. We're
costumes next week.
Have a safe and happy Halloween. Eat lots of candy.
I'll